the home of the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Allen.
He targets Jordan.
Love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. 4 yards remain for second down.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they declined the penalty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Allen now on first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen.
Left side, caught by Matthews.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 16-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A play fake for Gasket. Now Tua.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Tua going to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Well, this defense for the Bills, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Oh, what a catch by Waddle. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a give to Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
43. Check, 43. Here we go, G. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Come to my world.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They go counter with Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 6-0 our score after one.
6, Bills nothing. Tyler pass on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Tua to Fuller for a Miami 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let him know.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Quit talking about it and bring it out.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Moore now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd and 10. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Long here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Moore now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half It didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Tagovailoa.
Open man left side is the tight end long.
And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Six yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ahmed.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ahmed again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Salvon Ahmed.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Allen. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go right back to Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run the counter now on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to wind up and air it out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and
got his man complete. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
43's the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Allen, eluding the pressure right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Second and 11. Tua going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Tua sets up to pass it. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
From the 38, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Allen. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, that's into the hands of Gesicki, and he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. 27 yards there, a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Another run with Gaskin.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But